Okay, so today I want to talk about something that's a little bit unfortunate. It's not really a video as such, it's more me having a rant and showing you some pictures. Recently, well, yesterday actually, I was in ASDA at in Nottingham. It was the West Bridgeford store, and I saw, as you'll see, the pictures will come up either now or in a minute, of the latest minifigure series, and they were basically tightly cram-packed into security boxes, so much so that I kind of felt that it could potentially damage what was inside the bag. Now, I did go and speak to the manager about it and say, I don't think this is appropriate, and they basically said it was to prevent theft and that sort of thing, which that may be the case. But as you'll see, I did take a photo of the polybag sets that were also being sold at this ASDA, and they weren't tagged, or they weren't put in a security box of any kind, and the packages for both of these products are extremely similar. So if it was to do with theft, I would imagine that they would put them both in some sort of box, or protect them both in some way. But it kind of felt like that because you could see what you were getting with a poly bag, they didn't tag it, even though you could rip into it and take the contents. And because the minifigure blind bags are blind bags, it kind of felt like they were doing it so that you couldn't feel the bags, for those that can feel the bags, and to encourage kids to basically go, oh well, Mom, Dad, buy me another one. This wasn't the one I wanted. Can we get another one? Kind of like gambling. Now, I did send an email to Lego to report this, to make them aware of it as an issue. Really, I didn't. From a personal perspective, it wasn't bothering me as such because I've got the complete collection anyway. But I think I think to be honest, that the fact that they were doing it for theft reasons was a load of rubbish. I think they'd done it because they didn't want people feeling up the bags, and they didn't want people getting the ones they wanted. They wanted people to keep buying them and buying them and buying them, to rip you off, essentially. So, like I said, I spoke to the manager about it. They were saying, "Oh, it's to do with theft," blah blah blah. So I said, "Well, why are they so tightly packed into these security boxes that clearly aren't quite big enough to hold the size of the packet inside, and they're not thick enough either. They were too thin, and they were putting pressure on some of the bigger bags and putting pressure on the plastic inside the bags. You could feel it. You could literally feel it when you held it in your hand." And they said, "Oh, well, we've never had any complaints before, blah, 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 this, that, and the other." And I don't think there's going to be many people that take back a £3 blind bag toy to a shop. I don't know, you might do if there was something wrong with it. But the point is that they shouldn't be tightly packing them into these boxes in the first place, in my opinion, to potentially damage the contents. Now, hopefully you've had a good look at some of the pictures that I've actually put in this video. And yeah, I just think, I don't know, I might be wrong, it might be completely innocent, but I think they've gone, oh look, we'll put them in these boxes so that people can't feel them out, they can't possibly know any way, shape or form what they're getting, and we'll just get kids to pester their mums, dads, carers, whatever, to buy more and get more as a sales strategy. And what backs that theory up, in my opinion, is the fact that they didn't tag or attempt to tag the poly bags, which are made of a similar packaged material. You know, they're put in similar bags. They're a bit bigger, but why not tag those? Because anybody could rip into those as well and take what's inside. So, like I said, I personally believe it was for the reasons I've stated in this video, to get to make you not be able to feel the bags and just, you know, make you buy more and more and more, so that their personal profits can go up. You know, they weren't exactly very helpful about it. When I spoke to them about it, they were just kind of, oh, well, it's to do with theft, you know. And it's worth noting as well, actually, that I've never seen this in any other ASDA. In my more local ASDAs, which there's two of, well, I say locally, but whereabouts where I live, I've not seen them package, I've not seen them tag minifigure blind bags like that before. I've not seen, well, I know other places do it, but I've not seen anything quite as bad as that, where it's actually putting so much pressure on the contents that it could potentially damage them. So, like I said, I thought I'd make a video on it. I thought I'd mention it to everyone, you know, that's, you know, watching this video. But do let me know what you think. You know, because I'm very cynical. I do. I must admit, I am very cynical, and I do look at things quite negatively sometimes. I don't know. Tell me if I'm overreacting, but I would feel better about it if if the boxes were bigger, they weren't putting too much pressure on the plastic inside, and if they tagged the poly bags as well, because they're made of a similar, you know, similar packaging material. So, yeah, so it kind of feels like that they've done it on purpose to make you buy more, but I don't know. I might be overreacting, but yeah, I wouldn't have felt comfortable buying any, apart from the fact that I couldn't feel them, but apart from that, because they were putting too much pressure on the contents, and I would be concerned that the contents would be damaged in some way. But, you know, look at the pictures, make your own mind up, and let me know what you think. I'd be very interested to know what everybody else thinks. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Sorry I've been ranting on about this, but, you know, I felt I'd make a video on it. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed this. I've got loads of other videos on my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.